tooth in the hollow. I had my tongue in the hollow tooth. That might have.
Your tongue in the hollow tooth. I was gonna say your tooth in the hollow tooth.
I always hold my mouth right.
Yeah,
So
what did you do
tongue.
there?
It's in the wrong place.
Oh, Lord.
Sure you was getting us in queue. Okay. Well, do you need more? Do you need it to be louder? What the play again? It's, you can't really tell though, till you got it in regular channel, can you?
Hello?
Last week,
Plywood, it's plywood.
last week, you heard that banjo, right? Okay, last week, they was just saying that it was loud and, like the ads was at 100% and the feed was at 50, and I thought, well, why didn't he tell me to cut it up? Nobody said, I mean, so I don't know, you know what I mean? So, I might cut it up a little bit. Okay, all right, we'll do it. Okay, thank you. Text me back if we need to change. Really? Okay, all right, we'll cut it up. All right, thanks. I've got 7 minutes. Loads of time.
7 minutes, 7 minutes.
I might be able to get back to the bank.
You asked them if they heard the banjo?
Yeah. We're gonna cut it up a little bit.
Is that what they said?
The whole thing. We'll cut it all up.
Blair Barn Tuesday night.
Yes, sir. 5:30 my house. You need to be at my house 5:30. And we may have a booking March 23rd on a Thursday, somewhere in Stokes County. I don't know exactly, the girl gave me a rundown on it. He said it sounded good, $400, but it wants to make it 5:30 to 9. But we need to be playing all that time.
5:30 afternoon, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, we're not gonna be playing the whole thing, we're gonna do a lot of talking. That's some kind of banquet thing. She, when I said $400, she said, that sounds reasonable to me, but she's got to present it to the committee.
I usually take my first trip like the second week of March.
Well, if you can't, just let me know that time.
But, you know, we can work around it.
We'll get somebody. It'll be David, but we'll get somebody. I can talk to him. Running and all. Yeah. He's probably one of my community calls. Well, now, right there, wasn't it?
Did you hear one out of me?
Yes. That one.
Which one?
Middle string.
Middle. That one. That one.
I think it's just a tad off.
It's the G string.
That's what I think.
Hurry off,
Ain't
Frank.
much.
You'll be higher.
A little bit.
There you go. Nothing like it.
That's it.
Kenny, what you gonna sing today?
No.
What's the name of your baby?
Possum Holler Old Time String Band. And, but they live all over the state. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, that's when we have somebody don't show up.
Oh,
Really?
Yes, E and R. But I'm not in the E and R because that's Eric and Roger.
right.
Harriet Marshall.
No, Eric Jessup. I don't know if you know him or not.
That was a good show. I watched it on.
We had fun.
Very Jessup.
Uh-huh.
Says on YouTube?
Yeah. We're on
I watched it
YouTube
on
now.
YouTube Live.
So don't make no political jokes. Because you know the people that watch YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I'm making a joke. That was a joke, and I shouldn't have said it. Somebody will comment. Wait and see.
The,
I'm just joking.
Darryl McCombie used to do this song, he called it political song.
Oh, yeah.
Better times are coming.
No comment, David, sorry.
No politics.
No. Yeah, well, don't do that, unless you want us all to get fired.
Yeah, don't do
Oh, Lord. Old Joe was a good old Bible.
That's why David doesn't.
He works good with strings, but he's a
Too
handy.
long ago, I heard he went to hospital. No matter what they done for him, he couldn't stop pooping.
Couldn't stop going.
Couldn't stop pooping.
Oh.
That's shenanigans.
Every time I put her on there, he still love me, mate.
That's right, I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. That's great. You're here with Too Young, Too Old, and then you're here with. You thought it was?
No.
Oh, May. Yes. Oh, I couldn't believe how Jess. What happened?
Oh, yeah.
And he just, Jesse made him out.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew of him.
Yeah, I played big camera.
He did.
Wow.
He had that barn for how many years?
I believe it said 17 one day, David. David had that, Jesse had it barn, what, 17 years? Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
You still have 2 minutes for the microphone. My water, regardless of what David says.
I'm gonna leave walk stops around.
I guess I'll leave it. I don't mind.
Right.
If you guys are-
No, I don't tell you. Right.
Jump in, I'll be ready.
I'll try to.
Sometimes I'll pull off.
I can't Charles with it.
Smart.
He said he thought he remembered all the words that man was. I said, yeah, you remember something.
Well, I was trying to do one with Joe Andrews the other night, and I didn't think that went to save my life. What was you doing, you move? Drop his castle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the song.
See, I done it, and Amelia Earhart song was just
Exactly
exactly
the
right.
same, yeah.
Got it mixed up.
Run into a big problem doing that.
Oh, yeah, it's like Soldier Joy and Liberty. I don't never play them the same show, because
Right.
I always get them two crossed
Yeah.
up. I might start out with Liberty and play Soldier Joy at the end.
Here we go.
Get my pizza out.
Live from the historic theater in the heart of America's hometown, North Carolina, WPAQ now presents the Saturday morning merry-go-round, bringing you the best in old-time music. And now, live from the stage of the Earl Theater, it's the merry-go-round.
And a good Saturday morning to all you folks listening in to the Voice of the Blue Ridge this blustery Saturday morning. We are coming to you live again from the historic Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall in downtown Mount Airy, for another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. I'm Jeannie Lowry, your host for today's program. And welcome to the folks watching on our YouTube stream. Thank you for tuning us in this morning. Also, thanks to the folks listening in on the AM dial at 740 AM and on the FM dial now at 106.7. Also, I know we've got some internet listeners all across the world at WPAQ740.com. So, great big howdy from the Granite City. And without further ado, let's make welcome for part 1 of today's merry-go-round program, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band.
Thank you, Jenny. It's good to be back up here with you fine folks. I got several requests. I'm gonna go ahead and get them out of the way, and I hope I don't mispronounce some people's names. First of all, my wife, Wanda, especially for her, Hubert Lawson, Vera, Lee, and Eddie. It's all for them. Calvin, Carolyn, and Calvin Jr., Bobby and Linda Blakely, Kathy and Jerry Smith, and Sherry and Chase, Carrie Stevens, Philip and Rhonda White, Josh and Libby Terrell, Jerry and Debbie Wilson from the barn. We play about once a month, or sometimes more than that. Wimp and Sarah Roberts, and also Gwen Chapman. Hope you enjoy the show, and you folks out in the audience, hope you enjoy it. How Mountain Girls Can Love. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong. How them girls can love.
Riding the night in high cold wind on the trail of your lonesome pine. Thinking of you, Lord, feeling so blue, wondering why I left you behind. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong. How many girls can love? Remember the night we strolled down the lane, our hearts were gay and happy then. You whispered to me as I held you close, we hope that night would never end. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong. How mountain girls can love. Back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong. How mountain girls can love. How mountain girls can love. Don't treat it mean and so unkind. Ready to rest in peace and quiet love. Walk softly on this heart of mine. Darling, are you missing me?
Great job, our special guest, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. Let's take a real quick break if that's all right with y'all, and we'll hear word from our advertising partners over at Cottage Media 11. Cottage Media 11, be sure and check out their Facebook page as well as Twitter, and find them online at cottagemedia11.com. They have a WPAQ tribute page, and also would like to send out happy 75th birthday wishes to the station. You'll find a whole lot of cool stuff online at Cottage Media 11. We'll be back with more on the merry-go-round right after this. Everybody all right?
No, I ain't done it.
What'd you say, Jimmy?
Everybody all right?
Yeah. We'll get straightened out.
Is the signal good at the station?
Signal.
What are we doing?
Do what?
Is the signal good at the station?
Yes, he said we're good. Thank you.
We'll follow.
Yeah, it's simple.
You can do that, can't you? You're simple, ain't you?
I do simple.
Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, you're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round broadcast live from downtown Mount Airy each and every Saturday. And right now, back to our special guest, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band.
Thank you, Jenny. We can get Charles come around and do a good old tearjerker.
Where love used to live.
All right. I'm going to get Billy Bob around here. We'll introduce everybody real quick, Jenny, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Start to my left over here from King, North Carolina, doing a fine job on the banjo. If y'all will put your hands together and make welcome Mr. David Sizemore. And over here on the Tater Bug from down at Starkville, North Carolina, doing a fine job on the mandolin and vocals. If we put your hands together and make welcome Mr. Billy Cobb. And down from Caswell County, I ain't found out yet which town he's from, but I know he's in Caswell County. That's right. He just started with us here recently. He does a fine job on the bass. We try to get him to sing every once in a while. We can get him to sing one today. I don't know what kind of mood he's in. But he does a fine job. If we put your hands together and make welcome Mr. Jeff Mitchell. And youngest one of the group, he's like a son to me in some ways, especially when it comes to music. Does a fine job from Damien Claw from Virginia. Does a fine job on everything he does except the piano. He ain't got that squared away yet. But he's got his own band, Too Young, Too Old. Would put your hands together and make welcome Mr. Charles Bowman.
And playing the guitar and singing for y'all today from Madison, North Carolina, the leader of this little group here called Robert Tilley.
Thank you. We are the Hard Times Band. We can get Billy Bob come around and do you one called Ida Reed. That's David's favorite.
I read lived in Highway 345. I read, I'm something about I read. I read long calls with them kids with feet in hall. I read, I'm something about I read. I'm something about I read. I'm blue, I'm from blue, I'm blue. I read, I'm from blue, I'm red. read, I'm gonna put my heart to red. I read, I'm gonna put my heart to red.
Slow it!
Was I the red?
Yeah, you was.
You yell suey.
Oh. Charles say something, I gotta get this guitar tuned. I can't stand it.
What am I supposed to say?
Well, you're never at a loss for words, you say true.
You don't know me well, then. Let's sing another one while he's tuning.
What?
Sing another one while he's tuning.
Y'all play one more you play stuff in the band. But
Y'all don't do anything like that, do we, Dave?
I can't hear you.
Let's do Gold Rash while we're there tonight.
We're gonna do you a slow gospel tune now. Get Charles and Billy Bob come around and help me. I hope y'all enjoy it. Listen to the words to it. One time I was going away with a friend, old Ralph Sanders song. I looked into the face of an old saint of God. I thought his life had ended, his life crown he'd won. Separated for the present, but soon to live again. He's only gone away with a friend. Gone away with a friend. Someone closer than a brother. Someone who loves you more than children, dads, or mothers. He holds our very souls in the palm of his hand. Let it read on my tombstone, gone away with a friend. Now he's my constant companion through life's joy and life's pain. All my hopes and my cares I hold in his dear name. And when my soul breaks free from these ties that bind me here, I'm going away with Jesus, no greater friend so dear. Gone away with a friend, someone closer than a brother, someone who loves you more than children, dads, or mothers. He holds our very souls in the palm of his
Let it read on my tombstone, gone away with a friend. Let it read on my tombstone, gone away with a friend.
Oh, love that one. Love hearing you sing that,
Thank you.
Robert. Let's see. Let's take a real quick break again, and we'll come back with more music coming up here on the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge. We'll be back right after this. This time, Robert, let's do two.
Okay.
Unless he reads the word.
And they, okay. What's some nails is for?
It is this weekend. Thank you so much, and we appreciate Price Power Equipment over in Elton, North Carolina, seeing for all your power needs. It's getting to be about that time, also time to get your items serviced. So, right now, Robert, let's do two more, and then we'll take an updated look at the weather
Okay,
forecast.
Tina, get Charles come down and do you one.
You're gonna work me to death today, Rob.
Yeah. Johnny's gonna work you too when you come on this.
You get me all practiced up for when I get on the stage with them.
I heard that.
Yeah. I turned the key in the lock tonight and I walked slowly into the room. Your presence hung like a heavy mist and I knew death had come way too soon. Oh, the stars may be shining, the sun may be out, the moon may be giving its light, but all that I have is a memory of you and I'm lost in this world dark as night. Death came too soon to the one I love, and now I must travel alone. Just a wandering boy with a broken heart, my sweetheart is now dead and gone. Oh, the stars may be shining for somebody else, the moon may be giving its light, but all that I have is a memory of you, and I'm lost in this world dark as night. I'll travel on through this world of despair and force myself to go on. I find myself wishing every day I could be with her in the beyond. Oh, the stars may be shining for somebody else, that moon may be giving its light, but all that I have is a memory of you, and I'm lost in this world dark as night. Yes, all that I have is a memory of you, and I'm lost in this world dark as night.
Somewhere in between. So you
Somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a window that I can't see through. There's a wall so high that it reaches the sky. Somewhere between between me and you. Again, somewhere between your heart and mine, there's a window that I can't see through. There's a wall so high that it reaches the sky. Somewhere between me and you. Yes, somewhere between me and you.
All right, great job, our special guest, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. And now at the bottom of the hour, we'll send things back to you, Bob King, and get an updated look at the weather forecast. We'll be back with more music coming up here on the Voice of the Blue Ridge right after this.
He wants to roll my first baby on.
Oh, yeah.
We do G.
Yeah.
That one we do.
Yeah.
Dave made me think of ZZ Top on Gold Rush. That's all I remember out, I don't know why.
Gold Rush? Really?
The way he was doing it.
You never know what kind of movement we do.
Are y'all talking about?
Yeah. Again.
I said, when you were doing your moves, your steps on Gold Rush, I was thinking about ZZ Top. Because I kept seeing
He played one of them. Had them sunglasses on. They just ain't pretty. They not ugly, they're just not pretty.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
You start off the course, not now.
80 degrees.
Wow.
It's warm.
Yeah.
Might hit 80 on Thursday. Thank you so much, Bob King. Appreciate you this Saturday morning, and also appreciate our special guest, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. Don't go anywhere after the 12 o'clock news. We'll be back with more music from our special guests from over around Martinsville. That's Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentlemen, and I think you're going to stick around for that, Charles, right? All right. Looking forward to it. So, Robert, let's do about 3 more songs before we take another break.
All right. We can get bass player Jeff Mitchell if he will come around. You want to dedicate this to anybody special?
I can't think of anybody right off. We could do it for my wife since it's Valentine's season.
Belated?
Yeah, belated, yeah.
Okay. Rolling my sweet baby along.
I ain't gonna work on the railroad. I ain't gonna work on the farm. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms.
Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms.
Gonna
Lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms.
Well, sister, she's a beauty operator. Sister, she can cut and she can spin. Daddy's got an interest in old cotton gin. Watching the money rolling in.
Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms.
Gonna
Lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms.
in the streets with old Robert Tilley. You can go by me. Yeah, rolling my sweet baby's arm. Rolling my sweet baby's arm. Rolling around the shack till Mel Gray comes back. And I'm rolling my sweet baby's arm. Rolling my sweet baby's arm. Rolling my sweet baby's arm. Gonna lay around the shack till Mel Gray comes back. And I'm rolling my sweet baby's arm. Gonna lay around the shack till Mel Gray comes back. And I'm rolling my sweet baby's arm.
Walking around with Robert Tilley. Lord have mercy.
Springtime comes and I know she'll be leaving. When the friends of her start calling her from town. So I live and wait for Shelley's winter season. When her troubled moments bring her back around.
I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. She only seems to need me now and then. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. But she's mine alone till springtime comes again.
Shelley's painted world grows cold and stormy. That's when she finds the need to come around. In these arms of mine she goes, they're always waiting. When the snow has finally thawed from winter ground.
I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. She only seems to need me now and then. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. But she's mine alone till springtime comes again. Yeah, she's mine alone till springtime comes again.
Holding up loud.
They're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up the ladder and I'm going home. At the top of the ladder, oh, what joy there shall be. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me. As I climb this comfortable ladder, always heeding every sign, I know my Savior's with me and He's teaching me to climb. Every day that I'm climbing, there's a ladder for me. Every step on this ladder
show the world your light can shine. Get on this gospel ladder and don't be afraid to climb. I can hear the angels cheering, soon the battle will be yours. And we'll celebrate the victory when you reach out of the shore. They're holding up the ladder that I'm climbing on. I'm climbing up the ladder and I'm going home. Back up on the ladder, oh what joy there shall be. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me. And the angels are holding up this ladder for me.
All right, great job. And our special guest, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. And I know Robert won't mind if I tell the folks about this, but over in the Flat Rock community on, I believe the date is April the 15th, they will be opening the Easter Brothers Museum. And so I want everybody to come out for that. I'm pretty positive that that is the date. I was just now looking through my phone, but stay tuned. We'll be able to tell you more about that in the coming weeks. So let's see, we need to take one more break. So you want to do that now or do another one? What do you want to do? Whatever Charles wants to do. Okay. We'll do, all right, we'll do one more song and we'll take a break.
Orphan love.
For your poison love has stained the lifeblood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. For my feelings have all been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And I know that you are guilty of the shame. Into each life a love is born for one and one alone, dear. The love I chose was surely not for me. For my feelings have all been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And I know our love was never meant to be. For your poison love has stained the lifeblood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. For my feelings have all been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of the shame. But still my heart cries out for you and you alone, my baby. And begs me never ever let you go. But your poison love has stained the lifeblood in my heart and soul, dear. And my better judgment tells me to say no. For your poison love has stained the lifeblood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. For my feelings have all been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of the shame. And you know that you are guilty of the shame.
Good job, good job.
Well, we'll take a real quick break, and do want to make mention of this. Heard from Merle. He's listening all the way up in New York State and wanted to tell the group they was doing a real good job, so thank you for listening. And right now, we'll send things back to you, Bob King, and hear a word from our friends over at Homeway Furniture, and we'll be back with more music coming up right after this on the merry-go-round.
Senor. Count rain.
I think we'll come back with probably time enough to do 3 more.
3 more?
That's what I think.
All right.
Possibly 1 more.
What fast food Yeah, shake her up. We do it after this, Then we'll end up with, working on building. So are we on? Maybe.
Are you again? Have you already got another name?
May.
Name, okay,
Yeah.
so we're good.
May, and I think it's due.
That's nice, Abe. I'm seeing you a friend. Want to catch a movie at the theater? You've got to be kidding. Don't miss Home Pictures President's Day sale now in progress. Get 15% off bedroom and dining room, 10% off upholstery and bedding, and 20% off all ladies' accessories.
On that, working on building, tail end, I ain't gonna take it up. So spin you flash for some reason my throat. Break it off. Sound better up there.
Thank you so much, Bob King. We appreciate Homeway Furniture as well, bringing you this portion of today's merry-go-round. Also, our sponsors in this first hour, Cottage Media 11. Be sure and check out them online at cottagemedia11.com. They do have a special feature right now about the historic Hoosiers Gym in Indiana, where the 1986 sports-themed film Hoosier was made. Also, you can see history in action and learn about the famous picket fence play. That's Cottage Media 11. Also, we appreciate Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina, your local Toro dealer, as well as Homeway Furniture right here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. And with that, Robert, we got probably time for 3 more songs, taking us up to the top of the 12 o'clock hour, and then we'll have another group, the Southern Gentlemen, coming on. So thank you so much, Robert. What you got picked out for us next?
Beyond the Rain. When the sky is getting dark and the clouds are moving in, when the storms of life fill our heart with pain, just let the Savior in. For when we trust in Him, He will lead us beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our life in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain. Live our lives alone and try to make it on our own. Still the heartaches and emptiness remain. But if we hold on to God's hand, He will lead us to a land where His sun will always shine beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our life in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain. prowess of his name. And if we only believe what a gift we will receive to live with Jesus beyond the rain. Beyond the rain, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our lives in the hands of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the rain. Danny Grove. Shady Grove, my little miss, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little miss, I'm from back in Harlem. Cause growing a wild tree in the river, all full with brandy. Rocks on the hillside covered with gold, and the girls are swinging that candy. Shady Grove, my little miss, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little miss, I'm from back to Harlem. Every time I go that road, always dark and cloudy. Every time I see that gal, always turning cloudy. Shady Grove, my little miss, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little miss, I'm from back to Harlem. If you see my little miss, if you see my darling, if you see my little miss, they're all calling Harlem. Shady Grove, my little miss, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little miss, I'm from back to Harlem. Shady Grove, my little miss, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little miss, I'm from back to Harlem. Shady Grove, my little miss, Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little miss, I'm from back to Harlem. We've enjoyed being here with you today with you fine folks. Don't forget, don't miss the next show. Southern Gentlemen, fine show, fine boys. Till the next time. If I was a sinner man, let me tell you what I do. I quit my sin and I work on the building. Working on a building, I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's the Holy Ghost building, it's the Holy Ghost building. It's the Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building. It's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. Let me tell you what I would do. I get right on preaching and I'm working on the building. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building. I'm working on a building for my Lord, for my Lord. There's a Holy Ghost building. There's a Holy Ghost building. There's a Holy Ghost building for my Lord, for my Lord. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you so much again to Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. Don't anybody go anywhere. Don't touch those radio dials. Right here in about 6 minutes, we'll be back with another fine group. Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentlemen will be here right after national news headlines and local news. And we'll send things back to you now, Bob King. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge. This is AM 740 along with FM 106.7 WPAQ.
Teamwork, man.
Great job, always is. Hey.
He should have silver signal at the state side.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I'm watching the boat.
Yeah, good. He said
Hey, Johnny.
Rick was
I know
listening.
y'all
We
going
just
to.
don't never know. We don't
That's
know.
your latest CD?
We got the latest one, Christmas. I believe we got some with there.
Believe I got that. Yeah, I got that.
Hey. How you doing?
Thank you there. Appreciate it, bud. Good to see you.
Get in and out of it.
Come on up here, young lady. How you doing? I hope you all. Thank you. Appreciate
How you
it.
doing? Great, great, great.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Man, you got that. Linda, okay.
Let me know when I get in.
Handmade.
Hi, Tina. Love you.
I love you too. I'll see you in May.
Okay.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You all right today?
Yeah, man.
Good, good, good. Hey. Huh? Yeah. I can't believe that. That's so crazy.
Play out that one too. That's how enough you sing out of the metal one too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, let me know. Okay,
Man,
so-
bye. Gonna make it easy.
Whatever you want to do, we're good. We can do either. Do we need to move the microphones too close together? Are you good?
Just a hair.
Yeah, let's do that.
They tell me your love is like a flower in the springtime blossoms so fair. and the fall and it withers away. I think that's the way I Oh, they tell me love is like flowers, and in the springtime blossoms so fair. The fall it withers away, and they tell me that's the way of your love. Let's try it, chorus. Oh, they tell me your love is like a flower, and the springtime blossoms so fair, and the fall when it withers away, and they tell me that's the way of your love. Oh, they tell me your love is like a flower, and in the springtime blossoms so fair, and the fall when it withers away, and they tell me that's the way of your love.
I think it sounds good.
Wow. I get a feel where he's got his face here. I think we're in there.
Please come back in December so you can.
Why'd you look at him?
I can't
Get where I'm waiting at, Hey, Charles, the third one we'll do before the weekend goes. Yeah. But that's when it's been a far ball, we'll jump right into it. We let it go. Come on, Got away from it.
Okay, 2 or 3, whatever you choose.
I would do three, how about that? Fireball, Mary, Little Lake John, and then, for the weekends over. Do those three.
Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in, just join us. Had a great first hour with our special guests, Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band. And now it's my pleasure to welcome back for the second portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, old friends of the station, and also from over around Martinsville way. So help me make welcome for part 2 of today's program, Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Jenny. bootleg whiskey man. Of the house son who left home, whiskey bootleg Jones, come on home, families all alone. You're running wild and your baby child wants to stay home. I'd watch you love me dearly, so came around. Keep driving and say goodbye, but you never could hold him down. Mr. Nail Pocket, shotgun on the floor. He was set to go to Lexington and bootleg whiskey store. Bootleg Jones, come on home, and all alone. You're running wild and your baby child wants you daddy home. Hands are full of whiskey, his hand was on his gun. He was set to go, but he didn't know he was making his last run. Well, the sheriff pulled him, he shot the lawman down. They locked the well in the county jail, and the sheriff strapped him down. Bootleg Jones, come on home, hands all alone. You're running wild and your baby child wants his daddy. Out of the honky-tonk in Richmond, I said drinking all alone. The brass band was playing, and I listened to every song. Oh, but when the show was over, the singer came by and sat down. He told me his sad story while I bought another round. He said before the weekend's over, she'll find someone new. Not a friend, just a lover, to help her make the long nights through. Empty arms and loneliness can't help her when she cries. She'll find someone to hold her before the weekend passes by. He talked about his traveling and his nights so long. He talked about his woman he left back at home. You see the loneliness that comes as sundown brings along all night, and her empty arms can't help her, they can't hold her when she cries. So before the weekend's over, she'll find someone new. Not a friend, just a lover, to help her make the long nights through. Empty arms and loneliness can't help her when she cries. She'll find someone to hold her before the weekend passes by. a while, and then I saw the tears fill his eyes. And he told me something that took me by surprise. How the one night stands with the band on airs from shoes. How the sorrow deep in the heart of mine, one will ever know. So before the weekend's over, she'll find someone new. Not a friend, just a lover, never make long nights through. Empty arms and loneliness can't ever find surprise. She'll find someone to hold her before the weekend passes by.
All right, great job, our special guest, Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentlemen. So let's take a real quick break, and we'll be back with more music coming up right after this.
I think we'll come back at 3 again. Everybody doing okay?
Yeah, so far so good. Oh, yeah. Take me back to
Thank you so much, Bob King. Appreciate you once again this Saturday morning. And we'll send things back to the stage here for Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentlemen. And let's do about 3 numbers, and then we'll take a break again for the weather forecast.
All right, thank you, Jenny. We're going to take a moment to introduce all the Southern Gentlemen to you here. And the gentleman on the fiddle, I know he's not a stranger to many people over here. He's over here about every Saturday he can. But he represents Patrick County, Virginia, and I think he plays the fiddle the way old Patrick County boys should over here. That's Mr. Charles Bowman on the fiddle over here. I believe you brought your fan club with you there, bud. Back here on the bass fiddle from Martinsville, Virginia. He's been doing that job for about 2 years now, and he does a fine job. He plays the bass and sings the bass vocal to her, and we're mighty proud of him too. He's a true Southern gentleman, Mr. Bill Luster, back here on the bass. Going into his 10th year run with the Southern Gentlemen, coming up on the mandolin over here, because he took a little 2-year absence. He went traveling to Europe and the Scandinavian countries over there, and he got tired of yodeling on the Alps, but this is his first show back with us over here. We're mighty proud to have the mayor of Vicksburg, Virginia with us, Burgess Hurd, on the mandolin. And with the old 5-string banjo, I believe we've been playing together now about 21 years, haven't we, Bobby? I think he's one of the finest in the business. He's my favorite banjo player. From Bassett, Virginia, Mr. Bobby Whitlock on the old
Thank you, John. Howdy, folks. I'll just move things right along here and introduce Steve, the leader of this bunch. We call him
That might be a good thing to might not.
well, there you go. Well, but we call him a bluegrass undertaker from down about Collinsville, Virginia, Mr. Johnny Johnson.
That ain't no joke. I'm the last one to lay it down. I work for Wright Funeral Service out of Martinsville, Virginia. That's the truth right there. And you know, we hadn't done a show in a couple of months. I didn't realize how much racket y'all made on this trip over here. Most people I ride with don't say a word at all. Bobby, let's do one of our original numbers here. How about Take Me Back to the Blue Ridge Mountains? Where the grass is so much greener and the mountains are so blue. Where we meet out in the moonlight and we found the love. Take me back to the Blue Ridge Mountains, back to them old Virginia hills, where I met my little darling, and I know she's waiting still. Through the night and I've traveled, thinking of my own love. My Virginia girl, I'll always love you up in the Blue Ridge. Take me back to the Blue Ridge Mountains, back to them old Virginia hills, where I met my little darling, and I know she's living.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. That's one that's on our Strictly Southern Gentlemen album. Some of the folks in the live audience will have some of our CDs with us. If you'd like to take one home with you, let's see us after the program. Let's do an old Flat and Scruggs number for him. If you kick us off, Charles, on the little cabin home on the hill, if you don't mind.
Well, tonight I'm on without you, my dear. It seems there's one door you still. All I'll have to do is sit alone and cry in a little cabin on the hill. For someone has taken you from me and left me here all alone. Just listen to the rain beat on my window pane and our little cabin home on the hill.
On the Flat and Scruggs deal right there. We recorded a song about 15 years ago, and we was gonna really do this in upright in the studio and do it like Lester and Earl done it. We hired these female backup singers, but it got to going so well for us, we couldn't afford the women. We had to let them go. They just demanded too much money. And Burgess, he just really liked the song. And he said, you know, we need to keep that going. He said, I believe me and Bobby can pitch our voices high enough. We don't need those women backup singers. So if you watch Old Petticoat Junction on the reruns, it goes a little something like this.
Coming right from the train that's rolling down the tracks to the junction. Here it comes, junction. Forget about your cares, it's time to relax at the junction. Here it comes, junction. Lots of curves, you bet. Even more when you get to the junction. Here it comes, junction. There's a little hotel called Shady Rest at the junction. It's run by kids from the beer guest at the junction. And my talk of joy is moving down slow at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
Now when you hear the bell from the Shady Rest Hotel after junction, Petticoat Junction, folks walk country mile with your country style of junction. Petticoat Junction, lots of dishes to observe, all those pretty girls that serve at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
All right, great job, our special guest. That's Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentleman. And let's see, we'll take a quick break and send things back to the radio station for an updated look at the weather forecast. And we'll be back with more music coming up here on the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this.
We're going gospel time. Let's do a place called that. And then I'm gonna do the middle song, the BMC, that's just me and Bill on this. On the place called Heaven. And then we'll do, first kick us off on each other, third song. Okay. Well, boys, did a good job on that Petticoat Junction.
Yeah, it did.
I
I couldn't even tell it.
Burgess, was that a good idea to pitch your voice that high? Was that a good idea now to pitch your voice that high? Well, I tell you what, it saved us a lot of money, you know, that line was getting expensive, right? They would make more money than we would, wouldn't they?
Thank you so much, Bob King. And before we go any further in the program, I know we had some folks that were visiting, one from Pennsylvania and one from over at the coast of Carolina, Elizabeth City. Anybody else, first-time guests with us here on the Merry-Go-Round program today that might not have been to the Earl Theater before? Are y'all from locally or from somewhere else?
First time this month, does that count?
Oh, Washington State, well, that's just about as far as you can get, ain't it? Well, if you'd like to take us home, you can tune in the program. Of course, Johnny's got some great CDs. My favorite is the Christmas CD. He's got some original Christmas music, and it's wonderful, bluegrass style. And we appreciate y'all being here. If you're interested in tuning in the radio station when you get home, you can find us online at WPAQ740.com. And also, just look up WPAQ radio station on YouTube, and we do this program live on YouTube most weeks. So welcome, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy Mount Airy. And Johnny, let's do three songs at least before we have to take another break.
All righty, thank you. Now, we're gonna do some sacred numbers here for you. That's a big part of the Southern Gentleman Show. Not only do we have an old bluegrass band, we also have an old bluegrass gospel band. And if you'd like to book a Southern Gentleman, you can, of course, call Jenny and care of WPAQ. She has her contact information. Or you can call us at area code 276-732-2941. And you also send us an email at thesoutherngentleman@comcast.net. This is one of our original numbers here. Bobby did the right one. I hope you'll like it. One called A Place Called Heaven.
Shadows of the trees, ones that I know are waiting there. Where I'll fly when it calls me from a line. Take my place up there in glory land. They're the ones I love the most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Out there on the kids, and start and me, a place called heaven, our eternal home, where all the young and old alike will never be alone up in heaven. If that's for me, with the Lord and all the saints is where I want to be. A place called heaven, our eternal home, where all the young and old alike will never be alone up in heaven. Yes, that's for me. With the Lord and all the saints is where I want to be.
Thank you. I'm home place called heaven. We're gonna kind of do one here with just a guitar and a bass. We're gonna let the other fellas here kind of have a little, sit this one out on instrument wise. And I want to do this especially to the memory of a very special lady, Miss Gardella Bryant. She let us do this song right here, and it's on our latest gospel CD. We hope you'll like here. And it's one called God's Beautiful City. God's beautiful city, John told us about. We all can enter without fear or doubt. Our Christ, our dear Savior, who hung on the tree, has prepared a city for you. Oh, the beautiful city.
Oh, the beautiful city.
God's city of gold.
God's city of gold.
Where the walls are of jasper.
Where the walls are of jasper.
There's beauty untold.
There's beauty untold.
When I enter that city, how happy I'll be. And the beautiful gates.
And the beautiful gates are open for me.
The 12 gates of pearl, by the way that's called straight, for life everlasting, for those who've been saved. Christ's blood has redeemed us who have called on His name. When I enter that city, praise His holy name. Oh, the beautiful city.
Oh, the beautiful city.
God's city of gold.
God's city of gold.
Where the walls are of jasper.
And the walls are of jasper.
There's beauty untold.
There's beauty untold.
When I enter that city, how happy I'll be. And the beautiful gates.
And the beautiful gates are open for me.
The sun and the moon in that city so bright will not be needed. There's no day or night. Christ is the light, His beauty I'll see when I enter that city that's waiting for me. Oh, the beautiful city.
Oh, the beautiful city.
God's city of gold.
God's city of gold.
Where the walls are of jasper.
Where the walls are of jasper.
There's beauty untold.
There's beauty untold.
When I enter that city, how happy I'll be. And the beautiful gates.
And the beautiful gates are open for me.
Beautiful city, so appreciate that. Before we do this next number, I just learned yesterday, a gentleman used to play with Southern Gentlemen and another band we was in many years ago. Mr. Bobby Purdy from over around Stonewall, North Carolina, passed away. Bobby was a mighty fine master fiddler, and we played for a number of years together there. And I'd like to do this in his memory, Burgess. If you kick us off, he took your place.
Upon the rugged cross of Calvary, it was there my blessed Savior cried, forgive them for they know not what they do. Oh, sinner, friend, for he died. His hands are gently knocking on your door. Outside he's waiting to come in. His heart is breaking as he waits for you to wash you free from every sin.
to wash you free from every sin. He did the best. Thank you.
All right, great job. To our special guest, the Southern Gentleman. Johnny, will this be all right time to take a break right fast? All right, so we'll do that and hear a word from our radio advertising partners. That's Handy's Old Country Store. And I got some things I need to tell you about Handy's Country Store. They are now at a new website at handysstore.com, and you can find them on Facebook as well. Also, they're going to feature a vendor each week, and this week's featured vendor is Old Mars Farm from Elk Creek, Virginia. They feature a whole lot of goat's milk soap, and also have a full line of lotions and soaps, candles, and gift baskets. That's Handy's Old Country Store with their featured vendor this week of Old Mars Farm from Elk Creek, Virginia. Handy's Old Country Store, Highway 18, headed towards Sparta. It's about 3 miles off of Highway 89. When you turn there on 18, headed towards Sparta, North Carolina, you'll find them on the right-hand side of the road, right across from the brand new Dollar General there in the Ennis community. So check them out, Handy's Country Store, and we'll hear a word from those folks. We'll be back with more music coming up right after this. Probably have time for 3 before we have to take a break again.
Oh, did you sing Life Railway with Robert Nance?
No.
Well, that'd be on there.
The Madeline pick won't say another one.
Huh?
The Madeline pick won't say another one.
What do you want to hear?
30 years gone.
Well, we definitely want to get back on bluegrass. I want to do 3 gospels right now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can sing about that, man. Okay, we'll do that on another one.
Thank you so much, and once again, check out Handy's Country Store at handysstore.com. They are open Wednesday through Saturday at this time for breakfast and dinner. Not open for supper, but you'll have a great time there at Handy's Country Store. And once again, they have a featured vendor with all handmade products, soaps and lotions made from goat's milk. And right now, we are going to go back to Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentleman. Doing a great gospel set. What you got picked out for us next, Johnny?
We're going to go back to one of the old ones out of the Old Testament here. It kind of tells about Daniel and the lion's den. I hope you like it. We call old Daniel Prayed. I read about a man one day. He's going on his time away. Read God every morning, noon and night. Cared not for the things of hell. Just the one in the bear fell. Daniel prayed. Oh, Daniel prayed in the morning, noon and night. Oh, Daniel served the living God while here among us. He tried to pray God every morning, noon and night. Cared not for the dream. Trust in God to set him free. Oh, Daniel prayed every morning, noon and night. They cast him out of lion's den because he would not honor him. But he prayed God every morning, noon and night. Jaws were blocked and made him shout. God's word him safely out. And Daniel prayed every morning, noon and night. Oh, Daniel said his will God don't hear as long as he tried. He prayed God every morning, noon and night. Fear not for the green, trust in God to set him free. Daniel prayed every morning, noon and night. Brothers, let us watch and pray like Daniel did from day to day. Pray to God every morning, noon and night. Things we plan to and do, things that gotta take us through. Daniel prayed every morning, noon and night. Oh, Daniel served Oh, Daniel prayed.
Oh, Daniel prayed every morning,
noon and night. All righty, Daniel prayed. Thank you. We'll get Charles Bowman to sing a fine gospel number here for you. This is one of my favorites. Life's Railway to Heaven, please, isn't it?
Life is like a mountain railway with an engineer that's brave. We must make the run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curve, the hills of tumble, never falter, never fail. Keep your hand on the throttle and your eye upon the rail. Blessed Savior, that will guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us. And I pray forevermore. You will roll the grades of trial. You will cross the bridge of strife. But with Christ as your conductor, on this life, deep train of life, always mindful of destruction. Do your duty, never fail. Keep your hand on the throttle and your eye upon the rail. Blessed Savior, that will guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us. And I pray as you roll across the trestle, spanning Jordan's swelling tide. You behold the Union Depot, into which your train will glide, where you'll meet the superintendent, God the Father, God the Son. With the hearty joyous floating, weary pilgrim, welcome home. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us. And I pray forevermore.
Bobby, what would that be there? Let's do another time sacred number. One called Angels Carry Me Home.
I'll away to heaven. I won't go when angels carry me home. I want to see Jesus first of all when angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. I want to see Jesus first of all when the angels carry me home. No more sorrow and no more pain when the angels carry me home. I'll let that heavenly glory stream when the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. I want to see Jesus first of all when the angels carry me home. I'm on my pathway that's leading to heaven when the angels carry me home. I see Jesus waiting for me in heaven when the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. When the angels carry me home. I want to see Jesus first of all when the angels carry me home.
All right, great job, our special guest, Johnny Johnson, and the Southern Gentlemen. Before we break away for a look at the weather, I do want to let the guys in the band know here that Barbara and Richard Bowman, they're listening in, said the group is doing a mighty fine job. Also, Eddie Lawson, he's listening in. Eddie Lawson there from Hubert Lawson, the Bluegrass Country Boys, wanted to tell y'all doing a great job on the program today. So right now, we'll take a real quick break, and we'll be back with more music coming up here on the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge. This is AM 740 WPAQ along with FM 106.7.
Hey, Charlie, you do Washington County, don't you? Yeah. That's about the pretty thing. I might get to start back with that. That's an 8, yeah. I'm going back to that. Hey, just better jumping on that house.
Is he serious? You really can't remember? Where you been? Just on hiatus.
Hey, you got it. Hey, you got the phone cut off.
Thank you so much, Bob King. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, you're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. We do this every week here, broadcasting live from the historic Earl Theater, and I will take this opportunity to let the folks listening in know about who we'll have next week. Next week, they'll be celebrating the Tommy Jarrell Festival here at the Earl Theater, and we're going to have in the first hour Kirk Sutphin and Friends, followed up by Gap Civil. So that's going to be a great show. And March the 4th, another great program featuring the Slate Mountain Ramblers and Too Young, Too Old. So Charles will be back for that. So be sure and tune us in. Right now, more great music from Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Jen, and also we'd like to congratulate WPAQ on 75 years.
Thank you.
Jefferson family and the staff, I think y'all done a fine job providing great bluegrass, country, and old-time entertainment for all the folks right there. Charles, on this next segment, we'll get you kind of turn us loose here. I was talking about Bobby Pretty passing away as a fiddle player from down at Stoneville. This is one he used to open our shows with, one called Washington County. hop on another one of our original numbers we did right now, one called The Tall, Tall Pines.
As the shadows move through the children's light, the wind howls big in the night. Listening to the southbound old rail, I can hear that lonesome whistle through the valley as it rumbles on, carrying me far away. And the whistle moans as it crosses the river on the southbound train here at midnight. A little box of pine and an empty freight car. Can you just a mom? Tall pine. Out on the belt is hard to find. Traveling and same time. Longing for one who's gone away. Two ribbons are still on a railroad line. Side to side, cold as ice. Still just like stars on the road. And the whistle moans as it crosses the river on the southbound train here at midnight. Little box of pine and an empty freight car. Can you do right to mom? Tall, tall pine. And the whistle moans as it crosses the river on the southbound train here at midnight. Little box of pine and an empty freight car. Can you do rest on the tall, tall pine? Can you do rest on the tall, tall pine?
Thank you, and that was Tall, Tall Pines. I appreciate that. We're gonna do y'all a pretty love song right here. This is one I wrote about my wife Dolores. She's here with us tonight, and she's been a wonderful wife, real supportive of myself and the Southern gentleman. She's got to be a good wife, put up with me for almost 15 years. But anyway, she's definitely got stars in her crown, right? But this is one I wrote for her, and I hope all the lovers out there will like this one. If you ain't in love, pretend you are, because it's all a pretty love song. It's one called "I Quit Chasing Rainbows."
I hear them coming on, and time has slipped away at sea. And really good times, and then we live life of the heartbreak. But just what the future holds, well, how can I say? But no matter what tomorrow brings, just for today, I quit chasing rainbows. I found my pot of gold.
chasing rainbows, 'cause all I want is you. I quit chasing rainbows, I found my pot of gold. And the love that you gave will never grow. I've got fortunes and memories that will last a lifetime. I quit chasing rainbows, now that you're mine. I quit chasing rainbows, now that you're mine.
Thank you. Oh, great job. Our special guest, Johnny Johnson, the Southern Gentleman. And right now it's time, as we come to this final portion of the program, to mention this sponsor of today's program and this last portion. That's Mayberry Music Center, located right across the street from the Earl Theater, and of course locally owned and operated by the Easter family. They'd like to invite you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic and electric guitars. Also, they've got bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, saxophones, trumpets, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. Also, Mayberry Music Center specializes in the Blue Ridge guitar, and they're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area. Always offering a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars. And there you'll usually find some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at a discounted price. Also, they've got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And if you stop by and you don't see what you're looking for when you're at Mayberry Music Center, please ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And also, you'll find there a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers as well as the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That's Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this final portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round featuring Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentleman. Probably got time for at least 3 more, I would say.
All right. All right, well, you know, this wouldn't be a bluegrass show, Jenny, unless somebody got killed, and I don't think nobody's died in number of songs yet, so I guess this one kind of falls on that scale of pitiful to morbid, about 2 3/4. We hope you'll like one called The Watery Deep. There was a girl in my hometown with hair of gold and eyes of brown, and I begged her so, my bride to be. She said she'd never marry me. We went out for a Sunday walk down by the river. We stopped and talked. I was denied deep in her breath. Don't kill me was her last request. I took her by her golden hand and dragged her where the water runs deep, and the man's wife she'll never be. She's in her grave in the watery deep. I went back home, but could not sleep, for thinking of the one in the watery deep. I knew that I could never
I had not slept throughout the night. I crossed the river, my darling sleep. Her voice cried out from the watery deep. I'm loving, stay with me tonight. It's dark down here and there's no light. It's peaceful here and you can sleep down here with me in the watery deep. Forever more in the watery deep. All right, everyone, now the watery deep. Thank you all so much. Bobby, you got your wife Joni with us here, and it's a pleasure to have her. She hasn't got to travel with us here in a while. She likes the airplane song, don't she?
Yep.
Well, I like to call it a waltz tune, but it's kind of a fast waltz. Well, if you like, one goes like this. I like to get on the long plane there. Several wings. Hey, it's your wife, how you doing this? somewhere blind, taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Oh, I need you, can't you see? All your love belongs to me. If you don't think airplane ride, I need you here right by my side. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere and fly, taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Oh, I need you here, my cry. Don't you take that airplane ride. Maybe you lock me out of your mind. Let me stand here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere and fly, taking you away, leaving me lonely.
We used to feature on the show a whole lot, one we hope you'll like, called Traveling Kind. Lord, I am a traveling man, and my daddy's so wealthy. Every day when the sun goes down, oh my Lord, I've gotta be free. Listen to the sound of the falling rain. Listen to the wail of the southbound train. That's a lonely sound. That's a lonely song. I'm a lonely man in a lonely heart. The rich man has no use for me. You're out anywhere. He'll judge a man by the clothes he wears. Judge I a man by the burden he bears. A rich man that laughs on you, you'll live and die by another man's rule. And when we both are dead and gone, will the gendarme come along? Don't play with your houses of white and gold. Live your life like you think you should. I'll ride these rails until I die. If I get lonesome, I'll just have to get right. Listen to the sound of the falling rain. Listen to the wail of the southbound train. That's a lonely sound. That's a lonely sound. That's a lonely man in a lonely town.
All right. Speaking of travel, it's time for us to travel on out of here. Johnny, it's been a pleasure. Outstanding job as usual from Johnny Johnson and the Southern Gentlemen. So until next week, this is Jenny Lowry signing off from another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge.